Hi friends, welcome to another speed build video. Today we're doing a friend's, actually found this on Instagram, and my friend Craig Kyber is also doing it. It's a Sims Ashley. They have pretty much like a little village that you can basically do their shell challenge for, and I decided to do a base game flower village, combining I guess two of my favorite things. This is a big build for me personally, so I'm going to divide this into 4 different videos. Then at the end we'll try to see all of the houses. So without further ado, let's get into it. As you can see, this is like a little village, and you have 4 different buildings. I decided to just focus on the building that I'm building on. I'm sure I'll get into the middle parts of this build, but for now I think I just want to focus on my sunflower build. So as I found out with base game, I love doing the exteriors, and I feel like I do this with most of my builds where I love doing the exteriors, but when it comes to the interiors I have a lot of trouble with it, but you'll see that much later. But for now I'm trying to get the shape of the houses. I decided to make this side right here a balcony, and I wanted to do like a yellow kind of theme. I saw a lot of people, I was researching on a gallery, I saw a lot of people did like a medieval style kind of houses, and it was like a medieval village, but I wanted to do something a little different. It still has kind of an old-timey feel to it. Like there's definitely not a TV in this build. And then this is me figuring out that this is on a diagonal, which makes it a little harder to place like stairs and everything. As I keep finding out, I keep messing with the different portions of this. I keep like finding out that there isn't a it's on a diagonal, so I have to use different methods to make sure that you can walk into this place, which is always fun. Thank you, Sims Ashley, for that. But I'm like having a ball with these. I thought the yellows with the browns, and I guess the kind of grayish, I guess like that one brick wallpaper is kind of grayish, kind of brown. It has a little elements of both in there, but you see me kind of figuring out where I want the windows don't get attached, because I think I delete some of them, not a lot of them, just some of them that I think are just not really adding to the build. But this, you see right here, I'm adding a pergola, or like a rooftop. I wanted to make like a little rooftop, I guess overhang, and getting those base game flowers to get to their best abilities. And yeah, I really enjoyed that part at the top, and you'll see me adding yellow flowers everywhere. We will get to the sunflowers, don't you worry. And if you'll see throughout the village, I had placed some flowers that I think I'm going to use to make for each build. So you'll see the I forget what they're called, but they're like the base game red pinkish flower azaleas. I have the azaleas, I have the blue hydrangeas, and then I have lavender. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to use the lavender or not, because I think the hydrangea, I might make the hydrangeas white, just so we have a different color. But I do love the hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are like my favorite flower in real life. I really tried to include them in my wedding bouquet, but like they're so big. You can get mini ones, but like at the time I was just like, I didn't have the wherewithal to buy fake mini hydrangeas at the time of my wedding. But yeah, I really like the base game. I guess I think it's default called like floor color coverings I think it's what it's default called. But that thing comes in clutch every time. I love that. And then you'll see here, I'm making like a little sunflower field. I'm making I think this spot particularly, and I think I make it in one other spot so that this house should be focused on the sunflowers, even though I guess maybe it's more of a color theme of like yellow, but this is definitely like a sunflower house, and I really, really, really enjoy the sunflowers. Excuse me. And just getting all the flowers together is really nice. I thought like the grass was too high, so I used Tool to put it down a little bit so that the grass isn't as high as it appears to be. So the coverings, I just feel like with the sunflowers, they need like a little covering to kind of like just have a stem pop out of the ground is sort of weird to me somehow. I don't know. So I wanted to use the floor coverings or not floor colors, well, ground coverings to lay out where the sunflowers are, and that you would have like this beautiful, I guess, greenery under it, and not just fluffy greenery, not just the other kind of greenery that's already there. But I really do like how the exterior of this build is turning out. The top, I think I'll get into the floor plan pretty soon. I originally wanted this bump out to be a sunroom where I would put plants and stuff for, I guess, whatever sim would live here. But I ended up making it a bathroom because we just had to make a bathroom in this bump out. I just didn't really, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling that idea at the time. I really liked how the bump out looked with the current ceiling and the current situation. So I didn't want to, I don't know, for some reason just didn't feel like it fit in a build. And this is probably my favorite bathroom in the build so far. And then for this little bump out, I thought it'd be a nice little like mini sunroom where you can just sit and read your books. Oh, I think I do put a TV in here. I might be wrong though. But this room, I think there's no TV, but I can't remember because I built this a couple weeks ago. But this is like the living room area, a sitting room, if you will, that I think would really, I just thought it was like really cute. And this is me kind of like hating base game a little bit, but finding that bookcase, I feel like I did not know that bookcase existed, and it's like perfectly flat and it's long, and I really like it. Which I don't know, I feel like I just discovered this bookcase with this build. But base game, they always adding stuff to base game, so maybe they did recently add it. I do not know. Do not quote me. But I think the living room came out pretty cute. I wanted to have a nice relaxing living room. I put there's lots and lots of plants in this build. You guys already know the drill. I love a plant. I love a water feature. So yeah. And then I made this really awkward hallway. It's supposed to be like the not the sitting room, but the foyer, and it just is so awkward that I might put like a wall in there to make it less awkward, but I don't know. We shall see. But this is the kitchen. I think the kitchen came out okay. This is like probably my favorite base game kitchen set personally. I really like how industrial it looks. I think it has a nice feel to it. I don't know, it's just like my favorite kitchen set from the base game. 10 out of 10 for me. But the kitchen, I think, came out kind of cute. That is my favorite base game trash can as well. 10 out of 10 on that. I really like that trash can. It's just such a great trash can. That is all I'm gonna say today. But it has been a wild couple of days. We ended up losing our air condition wasn't working. So I was planning to release this video on Tuesday, but my plans got mixed up. I thought I had more time in the day, but it turns out I did not have a lot of time in the day. So I ended up not recording a video. And then Wednesday, I already had a plan. And then I was like, okay, I'm finally recording this video. No, I was planning to record this on Tuesday. Okay, I messed up. Anyway, back to the point is that I wanted to record this video on Tuesday. I could not find the time to do it, and it ended up we losing our air conditioner on Wednesday night. And yeah, it's been like me taking long cold baths just to be cool and just sitting under my fan. But the good news is that my birthday is coming up, and so I started getting like a little birthday stuff. So I ended up getting my Steam Deck. Yeah. So I got that the other day, and it's been wonderful. I love my Steam Deck. I started playing Cult of the Lamb on it because I was playing it for a while and then I stopped. And then my good friend, A Specific Egg and Cater Blossom has been playing it. So yeah, I want to play it again, and they want me to play it on stream again. So I don't know. I have a lot of stream plans that I have not followed through for. So put a pin on that for now. Put a pin on that for now. But we can get back to the build and not my personal life. But so we have this I made a kids room. I could not get a sink in this room. I think that was the problem. I couldn't get a sink in here or something. So since it was like a toddler's room, I think I just put like a bathtub in a toddler's bath. No, I put a sink in here, and then I think I put a toddler toilet somewhere. And I was like, that's it. Because it was just really hard to include. But I really like this bedroom. I think it's really cute. I think it's very whimsical. I think it looks very like a kid's room, even though it's very small. But like, I guess growing up, I always had like small bedrooms when I was a kid, like super small bedrooms. So this feels like it fits, especially in like an older house. Like you would always have like a little bedroom. But this is the master bedroom. I did not know that there was a sunflower bed swatch. Nobody told me, and I used when I made the base scheme sunflower house. I did not use this bed, and now I like sincerely regret it. But I've been using pictures. If you see these sunflower pictures, they are custom from the gallery. It is a simmer named Roseymow. I really will remember to put their name down in the description. I use a lot of their stuff in my honey core meadow farm. I did that quite a bit. But yeah, I've been using their gallery paintings quite a bit, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They have a lot of sunflower stuff, and they also have sunflower not only paintings but the cross stitches. They have a ton of those. You should definitely check them out because that is really freaking cool, if I might say. And then here we just have a little area. I'm gonna assume the flowers at the bottom are synthetic flowers. That's what I'm gonna assume. But here I am doing the trick that mini simmers do with the gallery, because a lot of times with the gallery pictures, they're not framed, and using like a base game painting to frame it, I just had to resize it, so I used Tool to resize it. Maybe if you guys have a request, I might do a Tool tutorial. I know I'm like not the best at it, but a couple people has commented that they really like the way that I use Tool, and it seems like it's pretty easy. And I know I've been a person who's been afraid of tools, so I definitely feel that. I definitely feel the scaredness of using tools. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm scared of Tool as well as everybody else. But I'll do a video to show some tips and tricks of how I use Tool. And if you have any other suggestions, because like I said, I am not the expert on Tool, then please let me know. But yeah, Tool is probably one of my favorite. I think somebody like asked what is mods you can't live without, and I was like, better build by. For sure. I cannot go through the Sims menu and scroll through all that stuff, and like there's no way I can do that. That is just like, you are top tier. You're top tier if you scroll through it without mods, because your girl cannot. Your girl absolutely cannot. But we're nearing the end of this build. I would like to say that we have, I really like how the trees look on top. I think that is such a cute little touch at the end, because there's such a beautiful color and it looks very fall. But please like, subscribe, and do the things, and I'll see you next time. Bye!